lot of cases when it comes to the community development work, especially when it comes to supports that are there for men, racialized men, and non-binary folks, for example, what was the drive in terms of the approach that you took in terms of the pod concepts and being able to center it around healing through art, which is what was featured within the documentary? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The concept of a pod is essentially a group of people that will try to figure out how to mutually support each other over some type of conflict. And it was one of those things where it didn't guarantee success, but I'd never seen success with it. It was really important to me to be like, none of us can do this work by ourselves. And the more that we try, the more we reinforce these really harmful paradigms. Part of the work the good guys did was to look at our history, because we're all communities that have overcome incredible levels of repression, displacement, just we'll overcome a lot, right? Inspiration for us to kind of look at okay, so in these chaotic times, here's one story of how people got through. And so from multiple kind of angles, the pods really seem like a necessary thing, because in addition to all of this, the access to services, if they are either very clinical, and you often have to explain that racism is a thing. So there's a whole bunch of issues that around access to kind of support. So in the meantime, I'm not saying that we shouldn't access those support, that we shouldn't demand that they improve, that we shouldn't demand that they're more accessible. But in the right now, what do we do to get through? And we have each other.